First off, it's Charles J. Yeah, just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, David Morrell, in my opinion, I've talked a lot about him, but I'm just going to say, bro, he's the most dangerous fighter in boxing. The most dangerous. I'm explaining why I think that. I knew it wouldn't last long, but I thought that African would have got him about 4-5 rounds in or some shit, maybe 6. At this point, I'm having a hard time seeing if anybody can get past 6 rounds. Listen, David Morrell was a short night, but I'm just telling you, bro, even in them 2 rounds, I've seen a lot of shit. David Morrell do so many different things. It just, David Morrell got more talent than he know what to do with. Super talented. Super talented. Great head movement. The defense is definitely getting better. I watched you get out of the way of them punches as you was walking them down. Great defense. Head movement been the shit, though. Great feet. Great feet. Super athletic. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. I'm finna give you motherfuckers a comparison because I'm just looking at boxing. Like I said, I just got to point out things. Artur Beterbiev or Beterbiev or whichever one you want to say, he's been on the pound for pound list for over 5 years. I think Beterbiev is a monster. I don't think that shit cap. But Beterbiev ain't really done nothing. But Beterbiev just been sitting at 175 just fighting whoever they put in front of him. His best win is Joe Smith. Yeah, he knocked out a soft. Marcus Brown was soft in that fight. But yeah, he knocked him out. But yeah, Beterbiev has he finna knock out Callum Smith. He ain't really. That Yard win was a good win though. I gotta give him that. That was a good win. Stopping Yard. That was a good win. Joe Smith, Anthony Yard. But there's nothing on his resume or really anything that he's done to say it's a pound for pound fighter. No, I think he a hard puncher. I think he a tough fighter. Beterbiev ain't on my pound, but he's been on the pound for pound list, ESPN for years, and most fans have him on the pound for pound list. I think he's a monster. I think he's a scary fighter. I think he a dog, but he's not pound for pound to me. Being a super hard puncher don't make you pound for pound. It didn't make Wilder pound for pound. So, nah, bro. We can be so. And I'm telling you, I really think Beterbiev is the shit, but I still think Bivol gonna beat him. Good boxing. Bivol is very underrated. Bivol got great fundamentals, great technique, great discipline. It's hard to get past that shit. You're gonna have box Beterbiev, but Beterbiev is very good. But I'm just explaining how people point that out so much. Listen, David Morrell he's better. Nobody beat him. I say that shit boldly. Unless it's going to be a fighter later on that's coming up, nobody that's right now fighting beats David Morrell. Nobody. Canelo would never fight him. It don't matter what David Morrell does. People think he's scared of David Benavidez. Canelo would never. I want you motherfuckers to remember this shit. Listen, stamp this shit. Mark this spot on the video so you can always go back and remember that 903 Boxing, I'm your motherfucking host, Charles J. It don't matter what David Morrell does, Canelo would never fight him. He gonna fight Benavidez, though. Canelo know he fooled. Bro, you got no defense. And I got Canelo. One thing about Canelo, he's grew into that 168, and he will knock out any 168 pounder, bro. They come half stepping and you don't have defense. It's just amazing to me how everybody keep acting like David Benavidez versus Canelo. Everybody favor David Benavidez, but nobody talks about how he don't got defense. But when black fighters get hit, they say he need to work on his defense. I don't hear nobody saying David Benavidez need to work on his defense because he's not working on his defense. He think that seek and destroy shit gonna work on everybody. That shit will never work on. Canelo is a precise ass counterpuncher. Precise, hard puncher. Man, they gonna knock him the fuck out. And I swear, y'all got me sounding like I'm a Canelo fan, and I'm not. But Canelo is gonna stop David Benavidez, bro. I don't know how it's so hard for people not to see that shit. It gonna stop him, bro. Anyway, the point I'm making is, David Morrell to me is David Benavidez times 2 or times 3. I think he much better. I'm gonna tell you why. I think David Benavidez, and I know I'm comparing this because David Morrell keep calling him out. Every time he get through fighting, he call him out. When they in between fights, he call him. He on his neck, bro. And like I said, everybody calling Benavidez the monster, and he so-called punk Jamal. He punk Caleb Plant. But when Morrell is on your neck, bro, y'all don't respond. Y'all barely respond. You keep talking about he too young, but he called you a bitch. Like I said, bro, that monster shit don't exist when it comes to Morrell, bro. That shit, you are not a monster when it comes to Morrell. And everybody know it. We just quiet about that shit. Birds are chirping, and we trying to sweep that shit under the rug. I will not sweep it under the rug. The fact that David Benavidez has no energy for David Morrell. His father said, well, let him fight Caleb Plant. Let him do something else. He's just not ready. He wasn't ready. And all that soft ass shit. You motherfuckers ain't say Jamal Cholo ain't ready, even though he been out for over 2.5 years. You ready to fight him next. You ready to bring him up to 168. I peeped the scheme, bro. Y'all want small fighters. David Morrell is huge. I'm just gonna tell you what makes him he the most dangerous. I can still say Wilder is, but he just been so inactive. Wilder one of the most dangerous fighters of all time, though. David Morrell right now is he the scariest. He's the most dangerous. David Morrell. I'm telling you. And, okay, let me say it like this. I think Boots is the most special. I think Boots is the most spectacular. Like, eye-catching. Like, I think Boots is, without saying, the best fighter in the world. Without saying it. Because right now, Bud, I'm a huge fan of Bud, huge fan of Spence, and I just want to give it to Bud because he's proven so much. But just looking at the eye test, bro, Boots is the most spectacular fighter in boxing. But the most dangerous is David Morrell, and I'm finna tell you what makes him dangerous, bro. He give you everything you want. Fans love excitement. You love knockouts. That's what he gonna give you. But not only that, bro, most knockout artists only got 1 or 2 different punches they hit you with. They normally got a good left hook or a good right hand or overhand right they always knock people out with. No, not David Morrell, bro. There's no telling what he gonna hit you with. He got power in both hands. He switch up. He's a southpaw. He got great feet. He's not just a hard puncher, bro. He can box. He does it all. He control distance. But not only that, he coming for you. He walking you down every fight, even though he can outbox you. David Morrell, even if he didn't have devastating one-punch knockout power, he would still be the best to me. If he just had good power, he'd still be better than everybody to me. The fact that he can knock you the fuck out with one punch. I'm telling you, bro, David Morrell may be the hardest puncher in boxing besides Wilder. I think David Morrell, matter of fact, I think he's the most devastating puncher in boxing behind Wilder and Tank. It's close, bro. He's the top 3. He's the top 3 most devastating puncher in boxing. It is not cap, bro. And he's athletic, so it be punches. He could leap into some shit you don't see. And he the most athletic big man in boxing. Ain't no other big man athletic like him, bro. I just don't know why fans is acting like they don't see this shit. That motherfucker is spectacular, bro. Nobody beat him. I tell you motherfuckers right now, ain't nobody gonna beat him. The only way he can only beat himself. Cause he do play sometimes. And he'll walk with your hands down, and yeah, you got good head movement, and you'll weave that shit. But I'm gonna keep it real. You can't do that shit again. Even though I got you stopping David Benavidez inside 6 rounds, you put your hands down, bro, he gonna clip you with that straight right. So you can't, even though I believe that you have the skill to weave them punches and you've hit them, I still wouldn't rely on that. Put your high guard up, bro. When you as you step up your competition, you're gonna need that high guard up at times. Other than that, bro, and even with the guard down, your head movement is great. I think you got phenomenal head movement. I think your feet are great. I think he got great feet work. I think he got great head movement. I think he got very good defense. I think he got devastating, great top of the line power. And it's in both hands. He got the whole world. In his hands, he got the whole world. In his hands, he got the whole world. In his hands, he got the whole wide in his hands. No, the whole world in his hand. I'm telling you, bro, David Morrell is punching. He punching, and I'm telling you, that's why ain't nobody you not finna walk him down. That's the thing. He's the aggressive, but he's the better boxer. How do you deal with a fighter that I punch harder than you, but I'm coming for you, and I can outbox you, but I'm still coming for you though. I'm not on the back foot. I'm not finna stay mid-range. I'm walking you down, and I got a high ring. Dave Morrell's ring IQ is very underrated. I just can't say it enough, bro. The eye test. It's the eye test. And I'm telling you, as long as they keep putting journeymans in front of him, this is what's going to happen. I don't even think Caleb plan to fight him, bro. Listen, shout out to Caleb Plant. You did fight Canelo. You did fight David Benavidez. I don't know if you'll fight Morrell. He the most dangerous fighter in boxing, bro. Most dangerous. Most dangerous. And he got all the advantages. He bigger than everybody. He's strong. He got the reach. He got every advantage. Got every advantage. He got every advantage. And he got good defense. He's not getting hit like that. I just don't know, bro. I don't think nobody. There's nobody, bro. There's nobody. I see David Morrell, bro, going down as an all-time great. I'm telling you, bro. Him and Andy Cruz, bro, would be the greatest Cuban fighters to ever come out of Cuba, bro. I like Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz, low-key, bro. People just don't realize how great he was. He just ran into Wilder. I think if he had ran into Joshua first, he would have stopped Joshua and became a superstar. He just ran into Wilder first, bro. And I almost stopped Wilder. But Ortiz was great. Luis Ortiz was great. He was great, bro. But he just got stopped in his tracks by Wilder. And I was a big fan of Laura, Rigondeaux. A lot of people, you know what's crazy? People, you know, I keep talking about this weight and shit, and people try to make standards when they want to make it. Loma's greatest win was beating Rigondeaux. But Rigondeaux moved up 2 weight divisions. Nobody ever said Loma was too big. Oh, but when Loma moved up to 135, I heard fans for years, he just too big. He just too small for them lightweights. Yeah, that's why he struggled with Jermaine Ortiz. He's just too small. Yeah, he should just be fighting at 126 and 130. You motherfuckers just baby certain fighters. Oh, I swear, boxing, that's what y'all some choosy lovers. Girl, I'm so proud of you. Anyway, I just don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm just telling you, I don't know. And I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm going to tell you a good fight, but I don't know. They ain't going to do it. Is Edgar Berlanga, Top Rank dropped him. I think he would match Rome now. Eddie Hearn ain't finna do that shit. Eddie Hearn, Edgar Berlanga would be a good fight for Morrell. And I like Edgar Berlanga. I really like Edgar Berlanga. It just, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I just don't know. I just question certain things. But I just feel like he a good fighter. It just, I don't know if it's lack of discipline. I don't know what it is, but Edgar Berlanga is better than what people think. It's just my opinion. But I would like to fight, but I definitely think he would get stopped and devastated. Nobody beats David Morrell, bro. I'm gonna say that shit. Nobody beats him. There's nobody you can name that's fucking with him, bro. I'm just telling. He possessed too much, bro. He got too much. He got too many tools in the goddamn toolbox. He got more tools than a goddamn mechanic. I'm just telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I don't see nobody fucking with him. I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's not there, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with him, bro. I'm telling you, bro, every time they ask David Benavidez and his father about David Morrell, they start scratching the back of their head, bro. And sweat started coming off the top of their shit. They just nervous, bro, because they know you see it, bro. It's like everybody see it. They just don't want to say it. I don't know why. And I feel like PBC, yeah, you keep putting them in Minneapolis, but you really not promoting them. Y'all ain't attaching his name to David Benavidez like you attach David Benavidez to Canelo. Y'all ain't pushing the fight. They're not pumping it up. I noticed that PBC would not attach David Morrell to David Benavidez. It's like y'all trying to save him from that. Y'all trying to give him the Canelo payday. And bro, sooner or later, y'all got to see this dude, bro. David Morrell said, bro, David Benavidez, if you go to 175, I'm coming up there too, bro. That motherfucker special. That motherfucker may go up to heavyweight all the way. I just don't know, bro. I just think he too good. I think he too fucking good. And low key, he may be the second best fighter in boxing behind Boots. In my opinion, David Morrell may be the second best fighter in boxing. Looking at the eye test, bro, Boots, Morrell, yeah. Boots and Morrell, my top two. When you talk about the eye test, who would I go number 3? Oh, shit. Now I got to think deep. Number 3 on the eye test. Oh, Abdullah Mason. That just came to me. Now, it's a tie between Abdullah Mason and Bruce Shushu Carrington. It's one of them at number 3, just with the eye test. Yeah, I just say 3 and 4. Yeah, Bruce Shushu. I got to put both of them in there. So, my top 4 just eye test best fighters in the world: Jerome Bucenis, David Morrell, Abdullah Mason, Bruce Shushu Carrington. Just eye test, bro. David Morrell is that spectacular to me. That shit ain't cap. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I like running Shields. He's a very good trainer. If David Morrell was to go over there with Andy Cruz and Jerome Bucenis and go into Bozy, and I just wish you fuck with him sometimes. Even if you ain't gonna train with Bozy, go to that gym, bro. Y'all possess the same shit, bro. Y'all, it's so much sauce in Bozy. It's so much athleticism, so much speed. You possess all that shit. You possess all that. You're on the level of Boots. I'm just telling you, bro. The David Morrell to me, bro. I just can't say it enough, bro. I don't. That's the only. I'm telling you, bro. He's the second most impressive fighter in boxing to me. Just from the eye test. Because you can't miss with him, bro. Dave Morrell is the kind of fighter that, as he step up in competition, I don't think nobody can deal with his power. I just don't. I think his power is different. I think he got special power. That's a difference. Because I think David Benavidez has good power. I think Canelo has devastating. I ain't gonna say devastating, but he got very good power. I think David Benavidez has good power. Canelo has very good power. But David Morrell has great power, special power. It's a difference. I think David Morrell, bro, I'm telling you, bro, inside 6 rounds, bro, if you can make it past 6 rounds, you a bad motherfucker. I'm telling you. Because only one dude went the distance, and that was in one of his first fights. But I'm just telling you, it's going to be hard to get out of that, make it through 10, 12 rounds with David Morrell, bro. He too athletic and he's fast. He gonna get to you quick. He don't have slow feet. You just can't. I'm telling you, bro. And a boxer puncher would be the toughest style for him. That's why I say David Benavidez is tailor-made. David Benavidez can't box. That's not what he do. He only know how to seek and destroy. What do you do when a dude is bigger and stronger than you and punching? You can't destroy. You can't seek and destroy. This is what I'm saying. When you figure out that, damn, David Benavidez can't walk down David Morrell. What do you do when you on the back foot? For the first time in your career, what do you do when somebody bigger than you and punch harder than you and is more skilled and more athletic and meaner? What do you do when he's backing you up? These are questions we must answer. But like I said, bro, to be great, you got to go through these kind of tests. I'm just looking at a fighter that's been fighting smaller fighters and getting full credit for it. Just like Loma got credit when he made Rigondeaux move up 2 weight divisions. They said it was the greatest shit ever. Nobody talked about weight. Nobody said Rigondeaux was too small. So like I said, it's just certain standards. It's just certain fighters are too small. You know, when it's the right fighter, size don't matter. So I'm just telling you, bro, David Morrell. And one thing I like about him, he's not trying to fight a bunch of old fighters on their way out. He's not calling up 160 and 154 pounders to come up and move up. He calling out the big dogs. And one thing about David Morrell, when he moved to 175, bro, he looking for the best. I'm going to tell you, I think the one fighter that will fight him, because I don't know about Beterbiev. I think Beterbiev is a good fighter, but I don't know if he's really fearless. I don't know. I think Bivol is the only one. Bivol got heart. Bivol, out of anybody from 168 to 175, Bivol is different. He won't win. I think Morrell will stop him. I think he'll stop. He more athletic. It's the athleticism, bro. I keep talking athleticism, but I know people take that. Athleticism is different, bro. When you got skill on top of it, hand speed and power on top of athleticism, bro, that's like a complete fighter. I'm just telling you, bro. So I think Bivol is probably the only fighter that will raise their hand. Bivol will fight him. Bivol will fight anybody, in my opinion. At this point, man, Zerto Ramirez, they're going to keep him away from him. I don't know who going to fight. I just don't know who going to fight Morrell at this point. I don't know who going to fight him. I really don't know who going to raise their hand. But the more he keep knocking dudes out, bro, you just can't ignore him, bro. You're not going to be able to keep ignoring him. And that Minneapolis shit cool, but after a while, bro, take him to other places, bro. Like I said, bro, the way David Benavidez's name got hot when he beefed with Jamal and called him a bitch. Why can't David Morrell get the same shine for calling David Benavidez a bitch? Why it ain't the same energy? Why it ain't, ooh, and why that shit can't go viral? I just want to know why it never goes viral when David Morrell keep calling this dude a bitch. I'm telling you, it's selective outrage, it's selective energy. It's only when a fighter we don't like is accused of ducking that we call him a duck. That's just how it go. That's just how it go. We got our picks and chooses, and we're a bunch of choosing motherfucking lovers. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.